You're watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Well, high above the Talladega Superspeedway, it's the AOLL TNT Guitar Addict Series from Talladega, Alabama. I'm Randy Pepper alongside my good friend, and always good to hear from Larry Patrick. What's happening, Larry?
Man, ready for some exciting racing here. Talladega Superspeedway, one of my favorite tracks. Been to it twice and loved it, man. The grandstand seats are amazing to feel those stands move as those cars go by.
You know, I've been to this track several times. I have never, ever sat in the grandstands. I've always been in the infield or on pit road or something like that, but I've never sat in the grandstands to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I've been twice. Much younger. I was a lot younger. Dale Earnhardt Sr. won one of them, and I can't recall who won the second one. I want to say Junior is the funny part, but I could be wrong.
Could be. I remember the year that Jeff Gordon won, and they were throwing stuff at him.
Well, that's disappointing. For Alabama to do that to a true American legend in Jeff Gordon like that.
You know, he beat Junior and he beat Senior, and that is Junior's senior country there.
Fair enough. I mean, you can't argue that. Hey, Randy, real quick, these guys are wrapping up practice about another 30 seconds. We're about almost done with season 2. I believe this race, 2 more races following. So we're going to take a quick look at the points as we sit after 9 races. Sean Carmody right now, your points leader. He has this is why people don't do math in public, 16-point lead over Josh Laston, who's sitting in second. Tim St. Jean sitting in third with Cody Leland in fourth. Carl Henderson in fifth. Blake Pasta in sixth. And seventh, John Gordon. Eighth, Tom Stevens. Ninth, Nick Adams. And in 10th, Chris Oliver.
Wow. That's actually, I'm surprised that Chris Oliver is that far down.
You know, he's run very well, but he has had a lot of misfortunes, the sad part for him.
Yeah. Mama's little boy not having a good season.
Mama's man boy.
Man boy, whatever he is.
Well, hey, man, they're getting ready to go qualifying here. Exciting moment here. I've got him up on the screen right now. Anthony Schrillo's back with us this week. The 529 back on the track.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Anthony back. We haven't seen him in a while. A little new look for that car. We see the bright orange, or almost orange-red color, orange and white, a little black on it. AMF. Is that AMF or AMF? AMP. I can't really see what is on the back of that car.
AMF. Alpha, Mike, and Fox.
Okay. I was so he's a bowling fanatic?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
AMF is a bowling. Yeah, it's bowling. That's what that is. AMF is a bowling company.
Oh, well, I did not know this. Beautiful thing about this track, we definitely get a lot of time to sit here and talk about these guys because it's a long way around coming out of pit lane there, coming through that warm-up lap.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Plenty of time to take a good look at these guys. AA Motorsports is on the front of the car. I see that. And looks like Century something is on the back there as well. So he has rookie stripes on the back of that car. I'm not really sure why he's considered a rookie. Been around driving a while in this league, and I'm sure other ones.
That's that iRacing rating, right?
Yeah, I guess that's why they have it on there, because it's iRacing. Because he probably doesn't. I don't know if he races any of the pickup races or not.
All right, he is crossing our stripe there. 187 miles an hour, ran a 53.35, currently fastest on track. Nick Adams comes in at a 53.89. Josh Laston at 53.75 now, second fastest. And these guys are ticking in. Taking a look here at the number 6, Tim St. Jean. He just ran a 53.94 as these guys hit around and come through their second lap.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that Chiarello is still on top of the leaderboard. Wasn't expecting him to come back and be that fast, but he right now he is that fast.
Yeah,
David Parris. Yeah, look at that.
And Josh Mays, he just clicked in with the 53.50.
I'm surprised at that because Josh Mays, I was out there running some laps prior to this, and I was passing him, and I'm surprised. Nick Adams now up there running second, that number 30 car.
Now that one's surprising.
Nick can run. There's no doubt about it. He's just got to keep his head in the game.
There it is. It looks like right now Anthony Chirillo. Hey, Philip Manzo just comes in with the 53.21. These guys are rounding out their second laps here. Currently, Anthony Chirillo holding up there up top with that 53.20. David DeParis now comes in with that 53.21. And Philip Manzo with the 53.21, good for third fastest right now. These guys are beating out the likes of Josh Laston, who's sitting in fourth. Carl Henderson, he's back in sixth. We got Tom Stevens in fifth. Sean Carmody, your points leader, running in seventh right now. And Chris Oliver just clicked up to fourth fastest.
Yeah. The Tom Stevens car, I believe he won the last plate race. So let's see how he does tonight. Although last time they had a little bit of chaos happen and kind of gave him that race.
I still, I'm part of the CCR crew, and I love giving those guys crap about their failed attempt for a pit stop there. We got a new face out there, man. I don't know if you've seen that. Number 65 of Daniel Quiz. I'm going to butcher this, man. If you watch this, I apologize. I'm going to call him Quizno because that's how I read it. Quizno, like Quizno subs.
I'll give it to that. Quizno. I'm going to give that to you, too, because I know that's, I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that either. So, yeah, we'll just call him Quizno, Daniel Q.
And there it is. These guys have finished up the qualifying. We'll take a look at our qualifying results. And
surprising.
Yeah, we have Anthony Chirillo, the 529, coming back to racing with us, sitting on the pole. Next outside of him, David DeParis. In second, row 2, Hitman Manzo, Philip Manzo, sitting in third with David Wright in fourth. In fifth, Chris Oliver with 6, Josh Laston. Tom Stevens and Carl Henderson will sit in row 4. And in row 5, Sean Carmody with Cody Leland on his outside.
Josh Mays will make up the 11th spot. And then it's Tim St. Jean, the number 6. Behind them, row 13 and 14, or position 13 and 14. Nick Adams in the 30 and Gene Watkinson in the 11. Behind them is John Gordon and Daniel Quizno in the 65. Blake Z comes in the number 50, and he will round it out, I guess. Well, I guess Mike Wazinski is still out there. And Justin Edward? What's Justin Edward in there for? I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
I see these names. I'm like, what are they doing in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he a Cup driver? I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I
don't know.
I'm
not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not tracking either, but we'll see.
Hey,
Oh,
I don't know.
We'll just drop it right there. We don't know. We have no idea.
I'm so confused. New faces pop in, and it throws me off every time.
I'm so confused. It's kind of like that girl at the bar. I'm so confused. What was that drink?
Hey, so these guys are gridding up, man. We got 60 laps here at Talladega Superspeedway. One thing I want to point out to people that aren't too much into racing, I wouldn't harp too much on the qualifying position. This is a superspeedway. There's going to be a lot of drafting, close racing, bumper to bumper, as Randy would say. And the big thing is trying to keep your nose clean and not get caught up in that big one.
The thing about, too, the ARCA cars, they do not draft very well. You don't want to get up behind the guy and push him very hard, because the front bumper of the car behind you will go underneath the back bumper of the car in front of you. So these guys are going to have to be very, very careful about the way they bump the person in front of them. So we got to watch that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Randy. And it's if you look at the front of those cars, they have a very elongated front bumper, right? And that thing's low. And it definitely shows with this aero package that these cars run here.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting to see who follows that rule and who does not.
TNT, man, I love this series. We normally get a lot of good, hard, but even clean racing. For this being the amateur series, these guys run very well with each other. So I'm excited to see how many green flag laps we actually get here tonight.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if we have 4 cautions.
You going 4? I'm speechless tonight. I don't know, man. 2.
2. Wow. I'm going to go with 4. 4 is going to be the max.
Last time we did this, we couldn't even count as high as the cautions got. We got confused where we were at.
Yeah. That's true. That got a little out of hand, the cautions that race.
I mean, that race started out great, too. I think we got like 50 laps in. It was good. I think 1 or 2 cautions. Then after that, it was just cautions bred cautions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully not tonight. So the pace car will begin making its pursuit off of the track, and the field will line up and get ready to hit the green flag here at Talladega Superspeedway on this beautiful Thursday night racing. And Anthony Sciarello will lead the field to the green flag tonight for the first time. Field getting stacked up. It looks like DeParis is running it outside. Here they go to the line. And Sciarello is on the gas. He'll take them down the front straightaway as they head down towards turn number 1. Everybody is 2 by 2 except for Sciarello all by himself. He's the only one, the man on a mission, trying to lead the field down through turn number 1 and off of turn number 2. Here they go. It's Sciarello leading the field for the first time down the Talladega Superspeedway.
You're starting to see some gaps out there, Randy. They're 3 wide right now. Sciarello now shuffled to that middle line. Manzo goes up underneath him, as now he sneaks in behind the 86, but Josh Lassen on the outside. There's CCR coming on that outside. Josh Lassen, you got the 31 Carl Henderson and the 75 of Cody Leland of First Response Racing. These guys all trying to make that outside work real quick as Anthony Sciarello gets shuffled back.
Yeah, they are basically creating a lot of havoc up here with Manzo leading the field with that 14 behind him. Oliver right on the back bumper, and Stevens right behind him. You've got DeParis in the middle trying to run his line, and poor Josh on the outside there all by himself. He may get some help from the number 75. Leland might come up and help him if he doesn't tuck in line. Now you got a new leader as Oliver jumped out front, but he may or not have that for very long, as he's got a challenge for the lead.
Yeah, these guys, man, they finally get out of that 3 wide situation that they were in. The 18 gets behind the 31, and now you're seeing 2 lines start to form, but here goes the 86 taking a peek on that outside line. Maybe seeing if anyone will go with him. They'll leave the 9 there in that middle line and just railroad him there on that high side line, but the 18-31, they all slow down. They're going to keep it 2 wide heading into turn 1. With right now your number 9, Tom Stevens, leading that outside charge, and the 14 leading the inside charge.
You're noticing the guys are not trying to get too close to each other because they don't want to bump anybody. Somebody on the outside, I'm not really sure who that is on the outside, just made a heck of a move trying to take that second position away. They're 3 wide for third, with DeParis on the inside and Manzo down on the inside. DeParis in the middle, as he's a meat in the middle, and the outside, I believe that was the Sean Comedy car. I'm not really sure what that is right there. I can't really see it from my vantage point.
So we had the 31, Carl Henderson. He jumped to that outside, and Josh Laston went with him, but he just snuck back up underneath Carl Henderson. He's now behind the 86 there in that midline. As they're still 3 wide, this is going to cost Carl a little bit of spots as Josh is being his teammate, allows him to get down, gets back into that second line, and there's an incident as the 6 gets turned around, and that's going to clog up that lane.
Trouble with Tim St. Jean and
Big
the
crash.
Chevrolet, big time. Luckily, hopefully he'll be able to take it back to the pits and get it fixed, as he'll be able to use one of those fast repairs. So that's caution number 1.
Let's go ahead. Let's take a quick look at that. And Tim St. Jean gets caught up there, I believe. Let's take a look at it one more time. I want to see it from that helicopter view. He gets smacked by the 19, giving him a push there on that back stretch, and it just turned him around. He goes up in front of Anthony Schrillo in the 529. Catches Nick Adams here. Nick Adams tries to come down, but the 43 gets involved, comes down, collects Nick Adams. He goes sliding down. Big wreck, takes about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roughly around 5 cars.
Luckily, they will be able to use a fast repair and get back out there and live a little bit longer to race tonight. And that's exactly what we were talking about. You cannot take that front end and get underneath that car in front of you, because the car in front of you is going to go around no matter what you do.
Now, there was a massive update that was just pushed. I'm not sure too much what that update entails.
I think it affected these guys.
I don't know if it affected the aero as far as these cars go. I know that the last aero update that was pushed, there was a bubble, and until you can burst that bubble, you kind of you were stuck right there at that distance between you and the car in front of you. And right there was no aero bubble. He came up on him quick, fast, in a hurry up underneath him, and maybe testing to see how much they can push out here, but obviously didn't work out.
Yeah, you got 2 tires deep right into him, so it showed that there's no bubble.
And Blake said there's no bubble for the ARCA cars. So thanks for clarifying that, Blake. And Josh Hanner out there. What's up, Josh? From me and Randy. That's Hanner.
Yeah, there's Hanner out there. The other guitar player in the well, actually, no, I guess Josh Laston's another guitar player too, but we've got a few guys that play guitar.
That's a community for you guys, right?
Yes, exactly.
So we're under caution here, Talladega Superspeedway. We're going to go ahead and take a quick second and kick it over to our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right, pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet.
The ladies are gonna love you. Your kids are gonna think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go to guitaraddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitaraddict.com.
Back at Talladega Superspeedway. Let me spit that out again. It's the AOLL Guitar Addict TNT series live on the Ghostfire Media Network. It's me, Randy Pepper, alongside my good friend and colleague, Larry Patrick. And Larry, we've had some good racing so far. A lot of 2x2 stuff happening here.
Yeah, and a lot of 3 wide, which is shocking for this stage in the race, not even 10 laps in. But these guys, Dyson, trying to get towards the front. Again, these guys have quick repairs or fast repairs. But once they're gone, right? So I hate to see these cautions come out this early.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but, you know, they get them fixed, and hopefully they can get back up there and challenge for the lead.
Absolutely.
Somewhere along the line.
Real quick, shout out to some of the people out there watching. Justin Anderson, man, you know, he's always out there watching. We got Debbie Gutierrez. She's out there rooting for the Italian Stallion, Mr. Shirillo. And then, of course, Miss Joyner always there rooting for CCR and Mama's Man Boy, that number 14. And, of course, we can't forget Hannah.
And Hanner's out there watching. Hanner wanted to race tonight. And I just about, you know, I almost said, you know, Larry, I think you need to get somebody else. I think I'm going to go race with these guys tonight.
You know, it's every now and then, you know, we do have guys that come from the Cup Series now, and they race with these guys. It's a good way for them to get used to some of the Cup guys and the way they drive and stuff like that. Biggest thing is that people out there, for them to understand, when the Cup guys do come down to race with these guys, they race fairly clean, but then at a certain point they're supposed to back off. You know, I think they're trying to nix a lot of that because of the fear of if there's an incident with one of the Cup guys. You know, these guys are racing for points, and right now with only this race, 2 races left, you'd hate for any kind of incident with anybody outside of this series.
Yeah, you actually do have a couple Cup guys who are actually in this race. Tim St. Jean and John Gordon is also a Cup guy as well, but they are grandfathered into all series, so that's why I would be able to do this race as well, because I'm grandfathered in.
Because you're old.
Exactly, we're grandfathered in. We are grandfathers. We're old enough to be grandfathers.
Hey,
all right.
Our last Super Speedway winner is leading him to the green flag here.
Yep, and he's on the gas quick as he jumps out to a 1-2-3 car link over second place. DeParis, who's barely got a nose ahead of second place. And that's the number 14 of Chris Oliver. And right behind Chris Oliver, you've got his teammate going to try to push him up there, Carl Henderson. Hot Carl trying to give him a little push to try to get around that last winner of the last plate race that we ran, Tom Stevens. And they're already looking inside, outside, all over the place, looking to try to get around Stevens. Stevens can't block them all, and he's looking to try to block them all as Carmody is on the outside now of him. And right out, Oliver leads the field off of turn number 2.
Yeah, and very shocking again here. Going back 3 wide on the first lap, going back green. As now Carmody, his run just kind of died out there. He's going to fall back, but behind the 9, peeks again there to that outside. Don't expect him to not stop looking towards that outside. It looks like he is interested in taking that spot from the 9 and challenging for the lead. But up front there on that low line, you've got right now 2 CCR drivers that plan on probably working very well together. And look behind just them. You've got Philip Manzo, but then you also have Josh Lassen in the 75 of Cody Leland. And we know for a fact that those guys were working with each other in the last plate race we were, and even Nick Adams just behind him. So the CCR FRR team really starting to move there towards that low line and try to get together.
Are you surprised that these guys are actually as aggressive as they are early on?
Yeah, very actually. Definitely didn't see for these guys to take it 3 wide again just in the first couple laps, but again so quick off of this start. Generally with these kinds of races, you'll see guys get into a groove and try to just hang out there for a little while. You know, there's no point in shooting your shot too early. But these guys are wanting to get to the front, and they're wanting to get to the front in a hurry.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to blow your load right off the bat here. You just want to kind of do what you need to do to get up there and run as quickly as possible. And some of these guys are just 3, 4 wide sometimes, it looks like. I mean, we've seen 3 wide, but we've seen some guys actually peak, maybe trying to be 4 wide at points. So it's going to be a fun race. I'm still counting on 4 cautions. I hate to say it.
I mean, with racing like that, there's bound to be some incidents. You're seeing right there alone, even in the back of the field, you've got guys that are shuffling up to a mid-line. They're not getting behind that line that's above them. They're actually looking to split and create that third line. As you see Carl Henderson, he's given a massive push to the number 14 of Chris Oliver as they come down that backstretch.
Yeah, he is. He's got to be careful because, like I said, earlier, we both said, there is that little gap where that car can slide underneath the back there and grab those 2 tires in the back, and it'll pick the car completely up. And if you do it wrong, that car is going to go around. You can see Henderson. Henderson wants to move, that's for sure. And he's trying to give him everything he can from behind, pushing his teammate up there.
Well, we've seen Oliver, Chris, he kind of moved up to that high line just in front of Tom Stevens. I thought that they may look to control both lines. I don't know how well that'll work up for them. Again, these guys are so quick to look towards 3 wide. You may see that high sign try to leave him hanging right there in that mid line. But as now you see the 9, he's going to get in front of that lower line. But
and it's going to leave 60 Carmody all by himself.
Yeah, absolutely, because Carmody, he's got a bit of a gap there behind him and the 86.
Looked like Laston thought about going up and trying to help his teammate up there, help the 40 car, but he did not.
Oh, the 9 moves up.
3 wide for the lead. 3 wide as they stick Stevens in the middle. He's a little squirrely in there, almost gets into the 40 car. And he's not done yet. I think the 40 sees what's happening there as he moved up and tried to get away from him. Now it settles down. They're back to 2 wide as they go down the super stretch here at Talladega.
Yeah, they were shuffling around right there. They're still shuffling around. 86. He's looking to the outside of the 86. He's all over the place on the back of that 86. He's looking for a way around.
Yeah, it's kind of a cat and mouse game right now. These guys don't know what they're going to do, and there you go. There's the cat and the mouse right there. There you go. DeParis just trying to shoot around that.
Oh, DeParis comes down.
And DeParis goes down, and we got cars are in the wall. 2, 3, 4, 5 cars are in the wall. We've got pandemonium break loose.
Caution's
Talladega
back out.
tonight. Wow.
Oh, it's not going to show me. Why did it not bring any of that up?
To manually rewind it.
We're going to have to find this one. I have an idea where we're going to be able to get this one.
Wow.
We're going to go, again, we're going to have to get to the blimp view for this one. Let's try this. There we go. All right. This is a wild one right here.
Yeah, some of it I can't understand how it actually happened. I'm figured these guys would go underneath it, but they ended up wrecking themselves.
So, all right, let's go good right here. All right, hit play. See, David DeParis, he's going to slide up, and that's going to bring out 3 wide again. He comes down into the 56, kind of jerks up just a little bit, but then as you see, he comes down back into him, and then they could never gain it back up. Gets into the 56, that collects the 11, the 43, the 19, 529, and honestly, it goes further back than that.
Yeah, it looked like Tim St. Jean had got a little piece of that, and when he slowed, everybody else behind him got into him, and then it just broke loose all over the place.
In famous words of Nick Adams, holy schmoly.
Holy schmoly!
Well, and you see some destroyed cars coming down the 11, coming into the pits, but there comes the 14, 31, 18. We got these guys coming into the pits now, and these are going to be your leaders. And as you see, it looks like this is a team effort here. You got the 75 back there. Again, Carl Henderson, Josh Laston, Cody Leland, Manzo in, Nick Adams in. We've got, guys that were involved in the wrecks obviously coming in, but a lot of guys coming into the pits here as we watch Nick Adams try to... What did Nick just
Looked like Tim St. Jean was the fastest off of pit road. We've got a few cars actually lapped down already. We got Tim St. Jean's a lap down. David Paris is down a lap. Daniel Quizno's down. Gene Watkinson, D.W. Wright, Mike Wazinski.
Real quick.
So,
pay attention to the 30 here. Did he miss his pit somewhere?
Did he miss his
Yeah,
pits?
watch. Nope. Nope, not my pit. Nope, not my pit. Okay, I guess I'm leaving.
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
You know what? Hey, we may have talked to him about that on the podcast Friday night. That might be the highlight of the race right there. Anybody else out there watching this, please tell me I'm not crazy. Did I just watch him miss his pit?
You did, yeah. The first time no, that's not mine. No, that one looks like mine, but I'm not so sure I want to stop here. I think I'm just going to do a pass through and head off to Walmart. Oh boy.
Oh man, that was.
Oreos are on sale at Walmart this week. Oh boy.
It's gonna be one of them nights, man. It's gonna be a fun night.
Oh boy.
Josh Hanner just said, "You just don't understand the strategy, Larry." I guess not. This is why I'm a terrible driver, apparently.
Hanner's in the team chat. They're going, Nick. All right, just look like you're gonna pit. No, pull away. Go back down. Pull away. No, just keep going. Let's go. Go ahead. Go. They'll make you think you got tires, but you don't.
Hanner said he's playing chess and I'm playing checkers. I'll take that. Maybe. Oh no, here he comes back down. So if he's playing chess, this is a heck of a game of chess right here. As he's coming back down. Let's see. We're gonna keep an eye on him this time.
I do like that Adidas car. It's kind of a throwback car. It almost, kind of looks like one of the old school cars that Red Farmer, somebody like that would run.
And he's pitting this time. Kind of blew his pit a little bit there. He had to back up, but he's in. I hope my man's all right.
All right, so we are under caution, lap 17. This is caution number 2. Of hopefully maybe the last one. It would be the last one if Larry gets into it. Yeah, if you get your wish, it'll be your last. I'm still thinking we got at least two more to go.
I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I am not optimistic after 2 early cautions under 20 laps. And if it wasn't like we see with some of the races, right, whether it be with TNT, whether it be with the Cup from the AOLL, whether it be with the trucks from the AOLL, you see a lot of times these guys will get patient, right? They'll get in 2 lines, sometimes even 1. I've seen it go down to single file, and they run right behind each other until it gets that time to start making moves. But it just seems like these guys are wanting to get to that front, and they're wanting to get there in a quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, I think everybody just wants to win now. It's almost like a Friday night on, pickup race. You get in, you run the carburetor cup, and everybody gets in there in the first lap. They're out there, I want to win, and that's almost what it looks like. It looks like these guys need to settle down just a little bit. We're 17 laps into this thing, of 60. You got a lot more time to think about it. I would say just relax. Don't try to take it 3 wide anymore. Just follow the leader for a little bit.
Agreed. I want to hear Blake out there in the race chat, see if he's yelling at him saying, no, don't go through. What are you doing?
The pace car has pulled off. The field is stacked up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Here we go. Tom Stevens is your leader, with Sean Comedy on his outside.
Blake said Blake said he's internally screaming, Randy.
He knew that was coming.
Hey, like you said, man, we're back to green flag racing. We see Sean Carmody. He gets down to that low line, and you've got the 940, the 19 on that low line. The 75 moves down, and 14 will be able to get down into fourth. But there you go. Sean Carmody already jumping back out with his teammate, the 19, and John Gordon going to take the lead.
Yeah, because Stevens has really no help. Those two have hooked up together. They've got a little bumper-to-bumper action going.
And they'll
jump around. Yeah, it made it look super easy as they got right around Stevens. They're hooked up. Comedy leads the way as they come off the turn and down towards the main grandstand. Look at Stevens on the outside by himself, thigh drafting for that second position. Stevens has got a car tonight. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what's under that hood, but it ain't what everybody else has. He's challenging for the lead by himself as they go into the turn, side by side with John Gordon, Stevens on the outside, and John Gordon down the inside. Can you believe this?
I can't. He literally is holding that outside single-handedly, running next to John Gordon. He's starting to creep up there next to the 40. He's now going to get the help that he was hoping for with Edwards coming up behind him in the 529, Anthony Shrillo. Well, when you look at that low line, all you see is CCR and FRR just behind there of the Endeavor cars. So that low line is going to have the stronger bunch, not based off of drivers or cars, but based off the amount of cars they got down there. But that low line, or that high line, Tom Stevens, like you said, he's got a car tonight.
Tom Stevens has definitely got a car tonight. And you say, we're talking about how the FR first responder, or FRR.
Holy cow, that's your own teammate.
Yeah, I know. I was like my own team. I just do first response racing and closed circuit. I like it better that way. But anyways, we know for fact that sometimes these two teams work together, and sometimes it just doesn't work. We watched this happen, I think, where was it? Talladega?
Daytona, I believe.
It was Daytona was trying to beat, I believe, Blake Gordon is who we were trying to beat. And Blake was just still too fast. We couldn't beat him, even with a whole line of us trying to get around him. And luckily, he took himself out, so. But well, it is comedy leading.
We've seen him do it in this league, right? And it worked out very well for him until they pitted, and one guy blew going into the pits, and they all did.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever live that down, do you?
I can tell you that reading the team chat today, he definitely ain't living that one down because he was told he's not allowed to lead them into the pits under green flag conditions. He's got to concede that one. So right now, no, I don't think he will. But right now, we're starting to see two lines, not so much shuffling. And nope, as soon as I went to say that,
two cars are in the wall down the inside. That's caution number 3 comes out as two cars got together and one slammed into the inside wall hard.
And one of them being the 18 of Josh Laston.
I thought that was Josh Laston.
As now we got to figure out, well, you know what? We're just going to rewind it. For some reason, SDK is not finding these reps for me here.
It was Manzo in him.
Yeah. So as we go here, Josh just tries to get up underneath him. Philip was behind the 31, and they touch a little bit there, and it sends them both to that inside. And unfortunately, it's going to damage both cars. And Josh going to come in.
Josh's front end is tore up.
And this is one of them tracks you're not going to get away with having so aerodynamics, right? If you don't have aerodynamics at this track, you're in trouble.
Nothing here. You definitely got to have a front end to work this track. Well, I believe he had a fast repair, so he will get back out there and he should be good to go.
Absolutely. Well, third caution here. Drivers driving around. Let's go ahead and kick it over to our sponsor.
The AOLL Racing League began racing in the early 90s with Papyrus's NASCAR Racing and has grown over the decades, now racing on the iRacing platform. The AOLL has 3 divisions: the TNT Series Developmental Division for our beginners and those getting back into racing, the Cup Series for our veterans and Class A licensed drivers, the Sportsman Division racing the Gander Outdoor Trucks with drivers from the TNT and Cup Series. You can catch all of the AOLL action here on Ghostfire Media.
Back at Talladega Superspeedway, Tom Stevens leads the field right now with Justin Edwards is second, Chris Oliver is third, Anthony Chiarello is fourth, and Cody Leland rounds out the top 5 here at Talladega Superspeedway, coming back from a caution where one of our points leaders, Josh Lassen, was involved in a crash with Philip Manzo. The hitman put a hit out on Josh Lassen.
You know what? He's a great dude to talk to. We had him on the podcast Friday night, and it was wonderful to be able to sit there and talk to him. Can't wait. A podcast this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I still get laughed at or yelled at because I say Eastern Standard Time. As far as I'm tracking, that's what it still is, and I don't know. But 8 p.m.
Well, Pat Patterson does that. He says Eastern Standard Time.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's a Carl thing. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have Ira Kohlhaas from the IVRL this Friday, 8 to 8:30. And then we haven't made our decision yet based off of this race here. We'll be looking at drivers on who we want to send the invite to. I go ahead and tell you, I've already got my pick because we do try to keep it fresh. So I've got my pick. We'll discuss that one. And then Johnny Downey should be joining us for the Trucks and the Cup Series. We was hoping to have him on last week. Johnny's a firefighter. Wasn't able to make it. Was on a call. But we should have him this Friday.
Johnny had a good run last night in the trucks. He started pretty far back in the field. Actually, he was behind me. I believe he started 21st or 19 or so. I can't remember where I qualified, but I know he qualified behind me and ended up 8th. So he had a good run last night.
And he did the same thing. He did the same thing in the Cup Series at Charlotte.
Yeah.
He started at around 24th, 25th, and he worked his way up, and I believe he had a top 10.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing about, like, last night, I know Johnny was, me and him we actually ran the exact same setup, and he was kind of dictating, you know, let's do this, let's do that, and so we were kind of going back and forth with setup, and he actually created the setup and could not get a feel for it in practice. He was like, I can't figure out how to drive this car or this truck. And it's like, it was kind of funny. He goes, I created this thing and I can't drive it. So, it's kind of
no comment.
Well, I asked the alien Blake Gordon when the mothership was going to pick him up because we get tired of him winning all the time.
I'm just trying to get either some... data from either him or Hanner because these guys are fast. I need some speed somewhere.
You know, you got guys on your team that are extremely fast. You should be able to find somebody
And you
to
would
help you.
And you would think I would have some VRS data. None.
No.
How does
Yeah. I have guys that are fast, like Brian and Marshall. You know what kind of data they give us?
No.
Nothing. They aren't even in the chat anymore. They've got out of the chat. They don't even want to help us. So they just leave us slow guys back there to pick crap with the chickens. So.
Does Marshall even race anymore?
He tried to race last night, and he was doing the update, and he got into the race right after it started, so he was not able to get in.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. He didn't realize that the update was so big.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
by
it
the
was
way,
massive.
if you didn't know that, there was a massive update for iRacing, and a lot of people got caught off guard last night for their league races. Not just us, but many others, I'm sure. So the pace car has pulled off. We are going back to the green flag racing with Tom Stevens leading them back to the green flag. Edwards on his outside. We haven't seen Edwards in a while and running this well, but just like that, wham, there goes Stevens out by a 1-2-3 car length over Oliver, who's trying to reel him in as they go into turn number 1. It's all Stevens all by himself, and he's making it look tough. Now, once the field gets lined up in line, they should be able to catch him pretty quickly. And that's what Oliver's trying to do. Will Oliver go to the outside? Yep, he didn't waste any time. He's going to try to go to the outside. They are 3 wide behind them. Now they've thought, no, they haven't started. They're still thinking about going 3 wide. Back there down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3. And Nick Adams just made a very evasive move.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see the 14 there. Now you've got the 75. He's on the outside with the 30, giving him a nice shove. The 9 looking to go up and leave the 14 hanging here on that low line as the 31 trying to come behind him. But now 30 and the 75 drop down. That's going to give a lot of help to the 14.
First time tonight, Cody Leland, Lost Racer, is leading the field with Nick Adams. Nick Adams, who was involved in a wreck earlier on, now is running really strong, and he's got Josh Oliver all over the back bumper of that. And Tom Stevens, who was really fast before, is running 4th. So they've kind of separated themselves from the rest of the pack. But Tom Stevens to the outside, trying to get 3rd.
He made a quick move to that outside, but what did that do? That opened the door for the 31 of Carl Henderson. Carl Henderson, he's going to draft up there. Now he kicks to the outside. He's looking to go as well as the 19. They are linked up. They are on that outside line, and they are pushing towards the front there as they're going to look to overtake the 75 here.
27 laps in the race so far, and they have not stopped being aggressive at all. Nobody's willing to be patient at all. They all want to win tonight, and they're willing to risk it all right now. As we run down the back straightaway, Cody Leland is out by half a car length over the second place car of, who is that? Carl Henderson. Henderson's trying to hang on to that second place. He had it there for a second, but it's Nick Adams holding on to the second place position. So that inside line is still stronger than the outside line.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, just taking a look at timing and scoring. We've got 14 cars on the lead lap. Tim St. Jean right now, currently 1 lap down. Then we got Gene Watkinson, David Wright, David Harris, all laps down. But then we also have Blake Ziti, who right now is not showing on the track. And it's like his night is finished.
Yeah, he pulled off a little while ago, and yeah.
3 wide as they push towards the wall.
And I believe somebody is scraping the wall.
That was the 529, Anthony Cirillo.
Yeah, Cirillo, he's got a little stripe down the side of that car for sure, as he tasted the outside wall all the way down to Talladega Superspeedway. And John Gordon shoving the back of the of Carl Henderson, just giving him the whole front end, just not even giving him the tip. He's giving everything to him in the back, pushing him down and trying to push him out to the lead, trying to get around that Cody Leland car, who is leading at this point. But for how long? These guys are just so aggressive so far.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Tim St. Jean, he takes that yellow line. Didn't make a move, probably just get a little clean air on the front end of that car. But right now, these guys running 2x2 as they come through 3, heading into 4. And these guys are all over the back of each other. He's like you said, the 19, he is all over the back of the 31 there, coming out of turn 4 as he shoves him down this front stretch as they try to make a drive here towards the front.
Yeah, that Endeavor car of John Gordon is all over the back bumper of that closed circuit car. John Gordon with Guitar Addict on the back of that car as well. It seems like John Gordon would hook up with Tim St. Jean since they both are Guitar Addict sponsored cars, but not tonight. Oh! 2 cars, 3 cars get together.
That's the 75, the 18.
It looked like the 31 of Carl Henderson got tagged and went right into our leader. So we've got caution once again. That's 4 cautions so far for the night, and they're still wrecking. Number 14, Oliver's around.
Wow. It looks like there is 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 cars that made it through this. 5.
Holy schmoly!
Wow. Let's go back. Let's see if we can find some call this.
Yeah, I gotta go back a little farther.
We're gonna have to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back a little bit farther here. We're gonna go with.
Yeah. It might have been the 40 car got him. I'm not really sure who got into him.
We're gonna try to get all this here. We're gonna go to the 75. As we take a look here, it looks like, and I think that's that pushing there, right?
Yeah, that is exactly. He put the car right underneath the back of the bumper of the other car in front of him. Actually, right underneath Carl Henderson's car. So John Gordon just gave him the whole, drilled him in the back, and turned him around.
Let's take a look from John Gordon's bumper here. And we'll take a look. I mean, this is coming out of the corner in turn 2. I mean, he's looking at his rear axles.
Yeah, he's in the fuel cell all the way in there.
I mean, wow. How did Carl Henderson? I mean, obviously bouncing off of him.
But the thing is, he bounced off him. Let's see, Henderson.
Well, and hold on, we got more to look at here because
Oliver went around as well, and I believe that was off of John Gordon as well.
Yeah, so let's go blimp view. Well, no, that ain't gonna work. Let's go chopper view. Look one more time from this angle, and the 14 here, the 19 going to that outside, and then, I mean, comes down and gets into the back of him.
John Gordon is almost going to end up being like the IVRL guy.
Whoo! I don't... Okay, there he is.
I'm not really sure what happened there. That was... I don't know if he was slowing down and the car... He broke on, the brakes locked up and broke too hard, and I don't know. I really don't know. But after scoring and everything, Nick Adams is your leader right now, and Carl Henderson, who was involved in that, is running second.
Let's see if we can...
But we'll see what happens after everyone sorts themselves out, because I'm sure Carl Henderson had some damage on that car. He had to have had some damage.
I mean, I don't like that one. Let's go back to Farch. What about Chase? I think Chase will work better. I mean, it looked like the 14 came up and the 19 smacked in the back of him. I don't know. I mean...
Yeah, but the 19 was already out of control at that point. He definitely wiggled just a little bit. I'm not sure if he was getting on the brakes. I'm not really sure why the car was so unsettled at that point. But yeah, he was a little unsettling and got into the 14, turned him around.
I mean, just wow.
Well, I was right on my prediction. That's 4. So.
Well, we got more laps to go, partner.
Well, I know. I said.
And Ms. Joyner said no. 19 came down into Mama's man boy. That was.
Well, yeah. I agree with that. I think Oliver was just kind of running his line, and like I said, it looked like the 19 was a little unsettled.
Just real quick, Earth to Blake Gordon out there. Are you okay? Blake, are you all right?
What did Blake do?
I'm just trying to he's got to be losing it over this.
Dad, what are you doing out there?
Oh, man.
Dad, you're making me look bad.
Blake said no. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have a heart attack tonight.
I think Nick Adams is not calling this thing. He's probably having a heart attack in the car right now.
I'd tell you there's probably a few drivers having a heart attack in the car right now.
Yeah, one guy that's probably happy right now is Tim St. Jean. He's back on the lead lap. So.
That's amazing. And first off, it's awesome to see him back on the lead lap, but it's awesome that he made it through all that.
Yeah. He was right there in the middle of all that.
My God. That's
33 of 60 laps are completed here at Talladega Superspeedway. It's the Ghost Fire Media Network. Randy Pepper and Larry Patrick up here in the booth watching all the action and calling it as we see it right down the middle, baby.
I am so happy I'm here tonight.
I mean, what else are you going to do?
Wow. My kid, my daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, she has been obsessed with the Conjuring movies. She's 8 years old and obsessed with all the Conjuring movies. So we've literally been watching every Conjuring movie. We have one left to watch, and that's The Conjuring 2. We're going to watch it tonight. But when I tell you this kid's hilarious, some of the jokes she makes at these movies is priceless.
I don't know if that may be unsettling in itself. An 8-year-old that wants to watch a movie that's actually based on true reality stuff that is so scary in itself.
There's a part where the little girl has Annabelle creation she's gonna throw her down the well, and as she's running through the field, my 8-year-old looks at the movie and goes, "Girl, what are you doing? You know it's haunted out there." And I was like, "What are you saying?" But hey, we're back racing here. The 30 gets a massive jump. Nick Adams, he's going to have a little bit of help out there. He's got the 31 as well as the 18. Carl Henderson and Josh Laston there, 2 teammates. And their other teammate, Chris Oliver, involved in that incident. He's running back in 8th.
You know, if Nick Adams was able to win this race, you know what he would say? He goes, well, I won a race once. And, you know, it would, like, overshadow you, Larry. You would say, you know, well, I won a once. And it would end up being all about Nick. So I don't know if I want to see Nick win this race.
It would make for a heck of a storyline coming through.
It would, yeah. Truthfully, I would like to see Nick actually do really well here tonight. If he won, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if his teammates would let him win this race. Do you?
I'll tell you right now, they're going to try to control both these lines, and they're doing it right now with the 30 and the 31 there on the low line and high line. And just behind them, you got Josh Laston, the 529. And, you got the 14. He's already making a run back up here. He's right now running in 6 as he's pushing the 529. He's trying to get around the 529. I'm going to tell you right now, he's looking to that midline. As you see, he's right there. If Josh Laston comes down, that might give him the gap he needs to shuffle and make it 3 wide. And there goes Laston down. It's going to push Anthony Cirillo on that outside.
Yeah, they're 3 wide once again. Cirillo on that outside. And he's trying to hold it up there. 3 wide as Cirillo starts to drift back. But it's all Nick Adams leading Carl Henderson and the number 18 of Josh Laston. Laston getting a challenge from Carmody.
Still 3 wide.
Yeah, there are 3 wide still. And Cirillo he's like falling like a brick back there. He was all the way up front. Now he's falling all the way back to the back of the pack, so that did not work. You got to have help. There's no doubt about it. As now Henderson trying to work the outside groove, trying to get around Nick Adams as they're too wide all the way down the back straightaway at Talladega Superspeedway. And look at there, Nick Adams maybe about to lose first place as Henderson gets a great run off the turn. And once again, here comes Nick Adams again. He's not willing to give that spot away.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, these guys are running hard out there as they continue to try to push. It's interesting to see how these guys end up. I mean, right now, will they start to settle down is the big question.
I don't think so. I think nobody's willing to do this right now, tonight at all. I think everybody's just going to take, because that's all I'm saying. I'm not seeing anything at all.
Sorry, Randy. I am just trying to...
I can see what you're trying to do there. I'm just trying to give it... As the field makes a way around the Talladega Speedway, it is still Nick Adams leading the field. Josh Lashton running almost second, as Carl Henderson still holding down that second position. And Chris Oliver is right there with him as well. So it's all CCR. Leading the pack, Cody Leland is right there back there behind him as well. Leland trying to get hooked up behind the Oliver car. And here comes John Gordon on the outside, making it three wide. He's got help from Anthony Chiarello, and John Gordon gets down at Leland. And we got 3, 4, 5 involved again. We got trouble breaking loose again. And once again, it is John Gordon creating havoc here at Talladega. Cannot believe that happened. He had a run coming on that outside groove. Him and Chiarello had hooked up, and they were working on the outside of the 75, and I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if the 75 drifted into him or what. We'll watch it.
We're watching it here. Everything's starting to come back up at the right time. Thank goodness. So here we are. As you see, they're too wide. Coming down the backstretch here. The 19 gets a run, shoots out. Leland looks to block. And it made John flinch just a little bit, but he didn't block. But John got up into that wall, and once he got into that wall, he come down. I mean, it shot him down. He gets into the 75. That gets the 40, 69, 56. And it just takes out a lot of cars.
It does, and I believe that was... they have, what, 3 fast repairs in this, or 2? I can't remember.
I want to say something here, partner. While we got an opportunity. I never thought I would say this. First, Mr. Jeff Joyner's joined us out there. He said that in old school racing, the 19 would have been black flag. That was from the prior incident, not this incident. And then, this incident happened, and I never thought I would read in the comments that Blake Gordon would say that he ejected his dad from the race.
Oh my gosh, that is, I see that right now. 19, caution 3, you are disqualified. Oh my gosh. You know what? Can you see this at Thanksgiving? Gee, Dad, do you remember the time I had to DQ you because you just couldn't figure out how to drive at Talladega that night?
No offense to John, man. I mean, if
hey, you know what? John's a good friend of mine, and I hate to see this happen. I mean, he's got Guitar Addict in the back of the car. I don't want to see my cars tore up. I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. I mean,
and you're
40
right.
laps into this thing. We still got another 20 laps left. I can see it. We got 5 laps left. I can see people making these crazy moves, but there's a lot of racing left. I mean, let off the gas, get back in line, and just cruise along.
First off, Blake, I joke that asking if you're okay. This race, Nate, made me I need a drink. I need a beer.
I'm really serious. I would love to see Thanksgiving this year at the Gordon household.
Developing story here. The number 30 looks to be having some connectivity issues. Hopefully they cleared up right there. He blinked a lot there. When you start seeing cars blink a lot, you kind of get worried that they're just going to drop from the server, and hopefully that squares away there. Right now, Carl Henderson, your leader, followed by Nick Adams, Chris Oliver, Josh Laston. So that is an all CCR top 4.
Yeah. And the other guy that was working with him, Cody Leland,
is sitting back in 12th.
Yep.
So I definitely expect to see Cody to try to make those moves up. Again, those guys, I know, trying to work very closely together. But just behind them, you got Anthony Cirillo, Philip Manzo, Tom Stevens, Mike Wisniewski, and then you got Josh Mays having a great run here tonight between Mike Wisniewski, Josh Mays, newcomer Daniel Quizno. He's running 10, so he's got a top 10 going right now. Then we got Sean Carmody, Cody Leland, and Tim St. Jean. David Wright just behind him with Justin Edwards, David DeParis, and then we've got everybody else that's out of the race there: John Gordon, Gene Watkinson, and Blake Ziti.
Yeah. And Justin Edwards, who was up there running for the lead just a little while ago, and unfortunately now is a lap down. Tough break for that number 69 driver. We don't see him very often. We couldn't figure out if he was a Cup driver or not, but I don't believe he is. It sounds, his name sounds very familiar. I think he does run in the trucks. I don't think he's a truck. So the field is stacking them back up 2 by 2. Lug nut to lug nut. Door handle to door handle, and window net to window net. Oh, almost window net to window net. They're right behind the pace car. The pace car will pull off here in just a second, and we will go back to green flag racing here at Talladega Superspeedway, the world's fastest track. At least that's what Janet Guthrie said.
Could we be mistaken Justin Edwards for Johnny Edwards?
I believe so. That's what I think it was. Yeah.
Brandon Bernhardt's out there commenting, and when I read that, I was like, wait, 70, 90, 69. 70. You know what? I bet I'm screwing it all up.
I believe it is too. I believe it's both of us.
I'd really need a drink tonight.
I remember seeing 69 on track. So
I really need a drink tonight. Honey, bring me a beer. Oh, God.
Where's my kids when I need them?
Hey, we're back green flag racing. Hey, the 31 gets a good jump. The 14 pushing there on the inside. That should allow the 30. I'm wondering if you're going to see the 30. He's going to try to maybe drop there, and they take that inside line. Be interesting to see, or do they try to control that both lines with 19 to go already?
I think they're going to still try to control those lines here. I don't think Nick Adams is ready to give up quite yet. He's going to hold that outside line. And wow, looks like Oliver got a little loose as he got into the back of the 31, giving him a big push. Trying to hold off that 30 car because they know Nick Adams is very fast tonight. And Nick Adams is very hungry, wants to win a race, as now he's got Cirillo right behind him. We know Cirillo's fast as well because he was the pole winner. So we're not done racing here at Talladega by any means.
No, absolutely not. I mean, when you start looking at the teams that you got out there right now, you're looking at CCR, but you see Endeavor, they're starting to team up back there. As Cirillo moves that outside, let's go Josh Laston. Here we go, 3 wide. Once again, Josh Laston underneath Anthony Cirillo.
Yeah, there goes Lassing, dives in front of the Shirello car and gets right behind Nick Adams. Too wide going down the back straightaway. Shirello thinks about it, trying to go 3 wide, but
they're still 3 wide.
Oh boy, Tim St. Jean
That's put Shirello in the wall.
Shirello will hold it off onto the wall, will not come down in front of anybody, and will lose ground to the field. And I'm sure he's going to lose the draft, but there's no caution for that. Thank goodness.
Well, first off, let's give a lot of props to Anthony Shirello. I mean, at that speed, they're running 180 plus miles per hour. Got up into that wall, was able to keep it on the wall long enough to come off the wall, but come off the wall safely.
Yes, absolutely. That's what's basically what I was trying to get to. As they are still 2 wide down the Talladega Superspeedway, looking to the outside groove, but thinks better of it and tucks back in line. I believe that was the number of Watkinson. Off the turn, still 2x2, as Henderson now has about a half a car length lead over Oliver. When he gets down to the end of this race, these guys are all teammates. These first 4 cars are teammates. Oliver, we know, wants to win a race. We know that
3 wide again.
Nick Adams wants to win a race. How bad does Oliver and how bad does
75 into the wall.
And Jeans gets into Cody Leland. Leland keeps it in
What
the
a
right.
save by Leland.
That was unbelievable save by
Wow.
the 75 driver. Wow.
Not only did he save that, he came off fast enough. He is still in that draft. He didn't lose 1 position.
Nope, nothing.
Incredible.
It's not done. As they make their way off the turn, still 2x2. Here comes Nick Adams trying to work his way around the outside, and he's got a great run going down. He'll go across the stripe. It looks like he's going to lead this lap.
And wreck.
Oh, got trouble again. 2 cars get together. Caution is back out on the speedway here at Talladega. 2 cars, I believe, got together, maybe 3.
Here we go, Tom Stevens. It looks like the 69 in the back of the 65 got him loose. He comes down, slams the 9. If you look at that tire partner, that front right tire is thrashed on the 9 car.
So, and 69.
I mean, I don't think he can drive with that.
No, I don't believe so either. The 65 car.
He's about to prove me wrong. He's driving right now. I'm interested in this. Hold on, I'm interested.
Are you interested? How interested are you?
I'm pretty invested right now. We're still watching him. Comes up on the track.
Quizno, actually, when he hit that wall, it looked reminiscent of Kyle Busch when he hit the inside wall at Daytona years ago.
Tom Stevens still driving down the track with that tire.
He's not giving up.
Hey, that right there is when you want to avoid a tow. That is when you want to avoid a tow right there, and he is doing it.
Yep, as long as he doesn't blow up, because that car's got to be getting hot. Although he doesn't even have a front end, it's just a flat air right into the front of that car. Let's see if he makes it back to pit road before they catch him. That's the question. And I believe the 11 is right behind him as well.
Hey, Anthony Shirello's brother Steven out there, man, throwing some love to him, man, saying that he's got this. And just incredible right now. This is
14 laps remain here at Talladega Superspeedway in the AOLL Guitar Addict TNT series on the Ghostfire Media Network. Don't forget, tomorrow night, it is the podcast. We will be live on the air at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
yes.
As Larry said. So if you're on the West Coast, you want to get
that,
up
Carl.
and get on there at 5 o'clock and listen to us. Pat Patterson.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. We got a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, the guy that's not here tonight, Adam Wood, he will not be here tomorrow. He's on vacation. He's actually not. He's about maybe like 45 minutes from me right now, out here in North Carolina.
He's actually with his lady.
His lady. And hey, the Cup Series back Sunday night. Carl Henderson, Josh Lassen on the call. That's going to be Texas Motor Speedway, 125 laps at night. Now,
125 laps. That's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, I can finish that race. That's all I want to do. Try to finish and get a good finish, because those Cup guys are fast.
Hey, my question is, can Josh Hanner, newcomer to the Cup Series, win another race? He's right now your winner of the 4 of the last 6 Cup races.
I'm going to say yes. I think Hanner, as long as he doesn't let his hair get in front of his eyes, and I think he should be fine.
That'll be interesting. Can Blake stop him? Blake hasn't had a Cup win since week 11 at Richmond.
Wow. You know, we've had some tremendous races in the Cup Series. A lot of new talent involved. You've got Chris, was it?
Rossini.
Yeah, he's in there as well. Another fast guy. And, you know, Justin, who's just always a phenom as well. And that FedEx car.
Definitely makes
FedEx,
that mail fly.
Not FedEx, excuse me. It's the U.S.
Mail.
Post Office.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. USPS. I'm sorry I insulted you with that FedEx comment. Sorry, Justin. Because we know the United States Post Office is much better than FedEx.
Yes.
At least I think so. And I truly think that, because I ship a lot of stuff, and stuff goes out, and I see stuff that gets dropped and broke by FedEx more than anybody. I hate to say that. UPS is probably second, and the post office is actually third for me. So now that I said that, I better knock on wood, because I ship so much stuff with the post office. So
fair enough.
So if you get something from the Guitar Addict, it's going to probably come sent by U.S. mail.
So go to Guitar Addict, order something. Even if you don't like guitars, support the Guitar Addict.
That's right. Exactly.
Randy Pepper needs more hair dye.
Yeah, exactly. It's one side of my head. The other side's normal. So.
Natural. That's natural still.
Natural.
That's
my natural Indian side on there. So anyways, talking about the Guitar Addict, this week I have bought guitars. So I got a lot of new stuff that's going to come out. So if anybody out there is a lap steel player or a resonator, get a hold of me. I got some really killer stuff today. So anyways, just getting that out there to you, guitaraddict.com. Or if you're in the Daytona Beach area, like so many people were stopped by. Tim Springer stopped by and saw us. Ed Springer's brother, who we hadn't seen in a long time, actually saw us last week. So it's good to see him. So, is that considered a name drop? Because Nick always gives me heck about name drop.
I've been holding off saying anything, Randy. Your name drops don't bother me, but what does bother me the fact that you would insult a delicious eating establishment like White Castle the way you did Tuesday night.
You know what? Have you ever eaten Crystals?
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's the same thing as
No, it's
White
not.
Castle.
It's not. It's literally not the same thing.
What's
First off, they put mustard. Who puts just mustard on a little burger?
In and out.
Garbage. Need I say more? Hey, the pace car is off, man. We're about to go green flag race, and we ain't done discussing that because we're going to talk about that tomorrow night on the podcast.
Hey, look at that. Look how quick Nick Adams got on the gas. He jumps out to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car lengths over second place. Henderson trying to jump down on the bottom of the line, trying to get his groove going, but he's going to stay up a little higher. I'm not sure if he was trying to wait for Lashley to catch up to him, but look who's right behind him, and he leaves about to drive. He left.
Oh!
Jim St.
But
two teammates.
Teammates! It was all three teammates!
Back. Oh my gosh, look at that! And they took Tim St. Jean's with them, and one car is up in the air back there. Holy mackerel! Holy schmoly!
Hey.
As your leader would say.
The 31 comes down. That makes the 18 check up. The 14 didn't get the memo. He gets back into the 18. That puts the 31 in the wall. The 18, the 14, right there.
Mama's fanboy just did some craziness.
I don't think that I wouldn't put that on the 14. That right there, that was a late move by the 31, and I think that Carl coming down as late as he did, it scrubbed the speed from his two teammates. Hey, Blake Gordon just put the annual CCR Superspeedway meltdown. I'm gonna trademark that.
You know what? I believe Nick Adams might be the most calm person in the team chat right now.
I don't think that's possible.
I can't imagine he cannot be, because I'm sure Carl is jumping all over the back of Josh, and Josh is jumping all over the of Oliver, going, "What? Why did you wreck me?" And then Josh is going, "Well, the reason is because Carl come down in front of me and slowed me up, and I had to slow down." And they're just going at it. It's like, the three of them are going, and Nick is going, "Well, I'm leading still. Who's going to help me lead? I'm going to win this race with 10 laps to go." No,
you know,
I'm going to say, "Holy schmoly, I won a race."
No, see, I think right now we say he's calm, but real quick, I'm going to try to do an impression of Nick again. I think I hit it doing the announcing. I don't know if I can do it, Nick, as a driver, but you probably heard an eruption of, what happened, yada, 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 from the other drivers. And then you got Nick going over there, he's probably over there going, "Holy schmoly, guys, what did you guys do, man? Hey, where's all my help go? How am I going to win this race if you guys ain't over here to help me? I ain't going to have anybody push me. Why would you guys wreck each other? Like, this wasn't my fault, guys. This wasn't my fault this time. You guys can't blame me on this one. See, if you guys would have just let me lead, if you'd have let me push you, we wouldn't have had this." I can't talk any faster.
I know. He's super fast. I know. Actually, it looks like Oliver didn't have that much damage, so he's right behind him. So he's still got help. And Cody Leland is back there as well. Although Cody Leland, even though he's helping the team, will he decide to abandon ship when it comes down to the last few laps? That's what I wonder.
Well, and this is where it's going to come down to. I mean, as you just stated, you're going to have Nick Adams as your leader, so he's going to have the low line. Chris Oliver in second, he's going to come up to that high line. He's going to be in second, so he's going to get the high line. Cody Leland third, he will be in that low line. And that's about the only guys that you have out there right now that I am tracking, working as together, because after that, you've got Josh Mays in fourth, Tim St. Jean fifth, Manzo in sixth, seventh, Carmody. So if Carmody can get to Mays up in fourth, that's a team right there. Shirillo eighth, David Wright back on the lead lap in ninth, Josh Lassen showing in 10th with Carl Henderson, teammates there. So you don't see too many teammates out there. So it makes you wonder who's going to help who in this manner, right? Just looking at Discord right now, I could tell you that Tim St. Jean has nobody in Discord with him. You've got the Endeavor guys that they're in their Discord, and you got the CCR guys in their Discord. It'll be interesting to see. And to caveat about your 14 not having much damage, hey man, if you're the plow, you generally don't get much damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe a little bend on the front end.
It's got to have a little bend, but maybe not.
A little bit. But and I think you would notice that. You may not notice that aerodynamic wise, but he could see an increase in temperature in that car.
Yes.
Especially being in the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder what the fuel situation is with these cars right now. We've gone 60 laps. I'm not sure when the last time we pitted.
Well, hold on.
I guess they would have pitted this time if they really thought it was something.
Yeah, I guarantee that. I think they're all good on fuel. If you give me a half a second, one thing I don't click on a lot in my SDK here is actually the fuel stuff. So let's have a look. Now, we can actually look and see. There it is. Show. And here is your stops, right? So your pit stops. We've got Nick Adams. It's showing no stops, but we know he stopped, right?
Yeah, we know he stopped. He kind of missed his pit a couple times, but
that was hilarious. I'm not, even if he wins, I'm not going to let him.
no, we can't let him.
Oh God, no. Chris Oliver, it's showing he hasn't stopped. We know he stopped. Cody Leland showing him one stop. Josh Mays one stop. Tim St. Jean one stop. Manzo no stops. Carmody one stop. So I don't believe that's accurate data there.
Wait, I think that's off because I'm pretty sure Manzo.
We can take a look at the game there. And now, mind you, also as well, with the issues with SDK, I'm sure it's missing some data. Because I did have to shut down SDK to bring it back up. So, unfortunately, with the hiccups we had. John Gordon being out there, no longer in the race. He did say 43 laps under green on one tank. So I do believe these guys are good to go for the finish of this as they line up side by side. The pace car lights are off. We're about to go back green flag race, and we'll be 7 laps left here at Talladega. And an exciting one here in the TNT series.
Yeah, this is an exciting one so far. Nick Adams trying to win his first race tonight in the AOLL Guitar Addict TNT series. Chris Oliver trying to win another race. He hadn't won a race in a while, and I'm sure he's pretty hungry for that lead and trying to get that win. So the two teammates will be separated here. Here they go. Pace car is off. They're on the gas. Nick Adams jumps out to a 1-2 car length lead as Cody Leland works on inside groove of the Oliver car and trying to catch up to the back bumper of that 30 car. Here comes Leland trying to reel in that 30 car. And we've got the 56 car, that Pavlin car, making its presence known as Here I Come. And I'm bringing Tim St. Jean with me as well. So we're not done racing tonight.
No, and you see the 31 Carl Henderson, he's in that high line. Josh Laston, he's pulling up in that low line. So these guys are starting to bunch up, and we're back side-by-side racing as these guys are going to start getting in this draft. But look at what you got there. Again, we know that the top 3 right now, they are working together. They now control both lines.
They are working together, but you also see that the way Cody Leland is kind of looking underneath underneath Nick Adams as we have a challenge.
3 wide.
3 wide for the lead. Nick Adams down low, and Oliver down in the middle, and Carmen on the outside. And wow, what a move by Chris Oliver as he dove down, got behind his teammate. Teammate for the night.
Absolutely. And look, Nick Adams moved up. That right there.
Abandoned ship.
That play was brilliant. What that did right there for that team is, again, they were trying to control these lines. Him moving up, they forced the 14 out of that line. Him trying to move up would have ensured that those guys working together would have held that. And unfortunately, it didn't work, but look, they're getting that push on that low line. If he clears him, look for Nick Adams to jump back up again.
Look at the way Carmody is side drafting, too. He's working that side draft. He's the first one I've seen all night using that side draft to keep the momentum. As Nick Adams is he a sitting duck or is he not? With 5 laps remaining here at Talladega as Miller once again scrubs the wall back in the back.
The 40 gets around though now.
Sean Carmody now is leading for the first time. Will he lead the next time around as Nick Adams is peeking down to the inside trying to find something down there. And here comes the 6 car of Tim St. Jean. Whoa, look at that. St. Jean has got a
massive push by the 30 though. The 30 giving a massive push to the 40. which is shocking. Another car into the wall. He's going to just ride that wall. No caution's going to come out. Gets off the wall safely. I'm going to tell you right now, the 18 and the 31 have no issues. As we see the 30 jump to that outside road since 18. I was about to say they have no issues pushing the 6, but they're going to the outside to go 3 wide as we come into turn 3. 4 laps to go.
3 wide as they make their way off of turn number 4. Here they come down across out of turn, I believe it's turn number 4. Yeah, turn number 4 down to the stripe. 3 wide. Nick Adams has got a nose out in front of the 40, but the 40 gets the nose back there. Now Adams is back in the nose. They are, if that lap right there, Adams would have won by just barely anything.
Oh! Teammates again! Nick Adams, the 31. Carl Henderson, the 6. No caution, though. No caution.
This is going to lead. This is going to lead Cody Leland trying to.
Cody Leland with the massive run. Nick Adams jumping back out, blocking out the 9, pushing him up to 3, trying to go 3 wide as they come through. The 30 jumps back up underneath the 40. The 75 get in front of the 9, but that bunches them out the 14. That's going to catch the 18. 3 cars, caution back out with 3 to go.
My goodness.
Dear God.
Josh Laston, did he hit the wall or did he not?
We're going to try to get this the best we can. We're going to back it up. We're going sky view. We need to see what happened here. Holy cow. Golly, man.
You want to say schmoly.
I was about to. All right, so here we go. And so these guys, everybody can see out there where we're at. We got the 75 next to the 40 and having a great run. Pretty spread out right here, but the 14 is going to get a massive run. He's on a massive run. And the 9 moves up, but the 30 moves up to try to block that. Comes back down, but the 14, because of that run, he's going to get into the back of the 9, which is going to turn down into the 18. Send him down, the 18. Let's see if we can see what happens to the 18 here.
18, I'm not really sure he did hit anything. I think he just kind of.
He did not. So he's gonna get hit by the 9, but you see that damage on the front from the 9 smack.
Yeah, he's got damage, and the 14 car is toast.
And as many fast repairs as I know these guys have used tonight, I don't think he has anymore.
No, I don't think so either. Hey, let's go to commercial real quick, and we'll come back and sort this thing out with 3 laps remaining. Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Attic. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned.
That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically, you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Attic, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitarattic.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitarattic.com.
And we're back. I think Randy Pepper might be trying to get some oxygen here. I know I need some from this race. Yeah. We're going to get a green-white checkered here. TNT gets 1 green-white checkered, so attempt. So if we're unsuccessful on this run, then we're done. But Sean Carmody right now leading with Cody Leland, Nick Adams, Josh Laston running forward. So you've got the FRR, CCR group still up there. Phil Manzo running 5th with David Wright in 6th. Tim St. James in 7th. Josh Mays in 8th, David DeParis in 9th, Mike Wisniewski in 10th, Carl Henderson now running 11th and 12th, Anthony Shrillo 13th, Chris Oliver, Justin Edwards is running 14th. And from there, we go laps down through Tom Stevens in 15th, Gene Watkinson in 16th, Daniel Quizno in 17th, and John Gordon out of the race now in 18th, with Blake Z retiring at 19th.
Is this the last caution we will see?
Yes.
That is the question.
No, 100%. Well, I take that
last
back.
one.
If there is another caution, I mean, I guess there could be another caution. But remember, one green-white checkered attempt for the TNT series.
So, all right. Well, Comedy, does he have enough to win this race? As he's going to have a trunk full of a 30 car. Cody Leland trying to win another race. Comedy is a points leader right now. So this would definitely help his cause trying to win a TNT series race tonight.
My question is, who's footing the bar tab tonight after this?
Blake Gordon, I'm sure.
Blake, you've been nominated, buddy.
It's all you, Blake. You're buying tonight.
I drink a lot.
His car wins, his team, he has to buy. That's right. I guess if Cody wins, I have to buy. So, and then if Nick wins, you have to buy.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I just heard free beer.
Beer. Let it flow like water. All right, so we are going back to green flag racing here in just a few turns here. Talladega Superspeedway. We're trying to settle this one with a Pier 6er for sure, as these guys, we've got quite a few cars out there that have damage, that are just trying to limp themselves around and try to get a finish. I've looked at some of them don't even have a back bumper on the car.
This has been a wild night. Our only green-white checkered attempt here tonight. What racing, the aggressiveness, I'm sure is going to bother some, but man, did it make for an exciting race to call tonight.
It did. This has been a whale of a time, as they say at SeaWorld, of a race to call. Pace car is off for the last time tonight. Talladega Superspeedway. The AOLL Guitar Ag TNT Series, it's going to be Sean Comedy leading them back to the stripe. And he's going to try to settle it with 3 laps remaining. His outside Cody Leland. Leland cannot hang with him as Comedy takes off just like that, like a bat out of hell. He's trying to hold on to that position as it looks like second and third and fourth have all lined up together, but the fourth place car, I don't believe he's going to be able to hang on, because he definitely has some damage on the front of that car. He's doing a pretty good job.
I think he's going to be okay. And right now, being a green-white checker, their best bet. No threats on the outside right now. But they're going right now. They're in a hurry. They want to go now, and it'll be interesting to see here. Can the 8 get to the back of the 40?
I don't know. We will find out. It looks like he's going to be able to get to the back of the 40. So teammates there are going to hook up. Or no, actually, I guess the 8 is not his teammate. Z, I'm thinking. Manzo is not his teammate.
Correct.
So they're side by side for the lead. Cody Leland is going to lead them across the stripe this time.
And wrecking.
Wrecking again.
No caution, though. We're still going.
Side by side, Nick Adams thinks about going 3 wide.
Carl Henderson taking it 3 wide.
Henderson trying to make some moves on that
Henderson, 3 wide. He's coming from the back here. Can he take the lead?
Manzo's not, he wants a part of this as well.
Carl Henderson just jumped around everybody on the outside to take the lead here at Talladega.
Hot Carl is out leading the field as they come up at turn number 4 to the stripe. Has anybody got Nick Adams?
No!
4, 5, 6 cars wrecking right. What's it getting? And it's going to be all hot Carl Henderson to the line.
Carl Henderson!
He's going to beat Tim St. Jean to the line. Wow.
And right here, the 18 gets in the 14 spins, and that takes the 75 and just takes the 30.
40 as well.
A lot of cars. I tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of upset people on that one.
You know what? If I was part of closed circuit racing right now, I'd say you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. I'm just going to keep
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to have Josh Hanner. I'm going to keep Carl Henderson because Carl Henderson's definitely a winner. I mean, he's the winner tonight. So I think the rest of them, they all need to be fired after this. This was horrible. This was horrible.
The 31, that move.
Wow. Tomorrow night. People, tomorrow night, do not miss the Ghost Fire Media podcast. It is going to be an epic. I cannot wait to hear these guys go at it at each other because this is unreal. Hot Carl Henderson is your winner.
Burn him down, Carl.
That's it, Carl. Yay.
Wow.
So your teammate from Columbia, South Carolina.
Hey, look at, and here comes the 75, the 18, giving the man some love.
Wow. After what those guys did back
Oh, here comes the 30 even. He's about to back into him.
With what he's got left.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, wow.
All right. Hey, with that, let's bring in the winner. Hot Carl Henderson. Hey, Carl, man, it's Larry and Randy in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I do.
I can hear that smile on your face from here, man.
He let off the gas here, okay?
Yeah, that was, hang on just a second. I still got the game audio going. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it was crazy there at the end, wasn't it?
Unbelievable is what it was. I don't know how you survived that because they were just wrecking all over the place.
Yeah, you know, with the previous caution, I had worked my way from the back and got my way up to the front. And, you know, we were racing a little aggressively because it was getting near the end of the race. And, you know, Nick, poor guy, hasn't had a win, but he looked really good tonight. And he was, you know, he was trying to control the race and, you know, I was 3 wide and he came up a little bit and took me out. Thought my race was over because caution didn't come. And I was meatballed, like, you know, I was going to pit. Then Chris, my teammate Chris, wrecked and caution came out. I restarted on that green-white checkered 11th and just rode through the field.
You went out, the outside line worked for you. Didn't seem to work for a lot of people, but it definitely worked for you, and you went the outside to get that lead. It's crazy.
Yeah, the outside could work as long as you had help or if you had an incredible run. I had a really bad restart and had a huge gap between me and Joshua Mays. And that's actually, I think, what helped me because I was able to, you know, from so far back, I was able to get a huge run. And same thing once I got behind Josh and Cody, you know, I was able to get behind them and get a big run and then shoot it to the outside.
Now,
so are you going to be in the podcast tomorrow?
I'll be on the podcast, yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to talk to you and Nick at the same time and and Josh.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You gained 7 positions.
At that last restart, I gained 10 positions.
10 positions in that one pass.
Oh, in that one pass, yeah. I don't know how many positions.
Dude.
There,
that move was insane. I thought you were coming to push those guys, and you jumped to that. You made that bad boy 3 wide, and you just wow, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was driving a little bit angry because of you know, the previous wreck, and I got banged around a lot tonight. So
I think everybody did.
Yeah. So I actually, coming up to that, I actually had Discord muted. So I was full on angry driving at that point. I didn't think I was going to get a win. I was trying to salvage a top 5 out of it, but when I had that run, I was like, well, I said I was going to be aggressive this race. I had to try it.
Hey, Carl, I actually said something at the end of this race. I was thinking maybe you need to fire Josh, fire Nick, fire Oliver, Chris, fire all of them because they just don't know how to drive. You were the only one that showed how to drive. You've won this race. Fire the rest of them. Just keep Josh Hanner and keep Larry because Larry keeps his nose clean and just get rid of these ham and eggers as I call them.
Hey, and Larry did finish 3rd once. No, it was the race had the potential to be a lot of fun. I wish we didn't have so many cautions because you could go 3 wide here as long as everybody held their lines.
You guys did it quite a few times tonight.
Yeah,
4 wide at times I saw.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun and. I really wanted to see Nick win. I hate it for him because he was fast. This is it's a bummer that it happened.
If Nick had won, we never would ever hear the end of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, did your partner, did your teammate there tell you that he missed his pits?
Yeah, Nick, did you hear about that?
No.
All right.
I didn't know about that.
So go to the
back. The first caution, watch it.
Yeah. Yep. He had to come back through again.
You've got to watch it though. The reaction from us is hilarious because I happened to catch it and I was like, "Did he just miss his pits?"
Yeah, he was on Discord. He was on Discord. He's like, "Where the heck's my pit?"
Hey, and it showed driving too. It was hilarious.
Yeah, but it happens. I'm racing in the Fuel Series as well, Monday nights for the Sportsman Series, and I did the same thing because I qualified last. So I had the first pit stall, and I drove right through, and I'm like, "Where is my pit stall?" And Josh's like, "It was probably first." Or I was like, "Why didn't crew chief do a countdown?" Josh like, "Was not going to do a countdown. First pit stall."
Oh man, hey, Carl, man, we'll talk more about this tomorrow night on the podcast. But man. Awesome race, fantastic move. Congratulations and
congratulations, man. That was awesome, man. Good job.
Right. Enjoy this win.
Lane. Yeah.
Thanks,
definitely
guys.
Rub it in their face. Those boneheads that wreck themselves back there. Just rub it in their face and say, "Hey, at least I won."
Yeah, I'm gonna milk this the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I would too.
Hey, good job again, man.
Hey, thank you, guys.
See ya.
Dude, I still can't. My heart can't. Well, let's bring our friend from Nova Scotia and Tim St. Jean and let's talk about this. Hey, Tim, it's Larry and Randy in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Wild race out there tonight, my man. How does it feel to be able to manage to pull out a second?
I was actually surprised. I made it through that last wreck there coming down the, out of 4. I didn't think I was going to get it through, and then I saw just Carl in front of me. I go, "Oh, okay."
Tim, did you have any damage at all? Because I know you'd been involved in quite a few of the incidents early on.
Yeah, early on I used up my 2 fast repairs, and then there's one more wreck that I got involved, and it was only a 13-second repair.
Oh.
And then after that, I did get when I was in 5th behind the CCR roadblock, and they wrecked in front of me, and I did get banged up a bit, but I didn't think it was too bad.
Well, awesome to see the Guitar Addict Chevrolet running second tonight. Always good to see the sponsor get the time out here. So I was hoping that you were going to kind of get a good run and actually get up there next to Carl and make it even more exciting, but that didn't happen. But you realize this. I will say this. Tim, you started 12th and you finished 2nd, so you were the mover and shaker of the night.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, I got to know, all the craziness that went on. I mean, I literally felt like Nick Adams tonight trying to call a race with the amount of excitement and just that it brought out in me. Did you think that, with all the incidents and the 3 wide and a lot of the I'm going to say it, aggressive style driving, did you think you were going to end up getting caught into something and be able to pull out, say, a second?
No, not really. I enjoyed the racing. There was a lot of three wide and a few aggressive moves by me personally, and I did see a few others. But I'm pretty sure we could have went clean there. And if I did get into anybody and caused anything, I do apologize here online.
Well, there you go. Hey, congratulations on a second place finish. That'll definitely help your points battle going on. And I think you're third or fourth in points right now, so that'll help your cause towards that. Because I believe the guys in front of you, both sides. I think Carl's actually in front of you, but I believe Sean and Josh are they're going to lose some points to you. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to catch up to my battle buddy,
Your battle buddy? Who's that?
Josh.
Oh, Josh.
I think tonight will do it, partner. You were only 20 points out from him, and he finished 7th. So, I mean, second compared to 7th. I don't know what the points difference on that is, but I'm sure you're going to grab a couple points on him there. Kind of actually stalling at this point to see if the points get updated, Blake. But, yeah, I'm sure you will gain some points on him here.
Yeah, I think I'll probably gain about 3 because I think he led a lap, so that's 2 bonus points for him there.
I don't know. I don't know if he did or not. Honestly,
I don't think he led a lap.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think so. Everything's cloudy after that finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild finish.
That was almost like a Cheech and Chong movie.
That was
almost
Talladega Nights-esque, right? Like
Yeah.
the entire field finished or wrecked there on the last lap. Just wild.
I was waiting for Nick to get out of the car going, I'm on fire! I'm on fire!
Man.
Yeah, I was just sawing the wheel back and forth, hoping I'd make it through it.
You did. It worked out. It gained you a second place finish, man. Congratulations on the finish. And, man, we can't wait till next week because that's some exciting racing.
Good job.
Thanks for having me up here, guys. Hope you enjoyed your night.
Oh, we did. Have a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's bring up our results from tonight's race. Finishing first, your winner, Carl Henderson. In second, Tim St. Jean. And in third, your pole setter, Anthony Shirillo. What a race back for Anthony Shirillo. I was trying to get him in. He said he doesn't have Discord for AOLL. I see him in it. We'll work with him on that because I wish we really could have had him in here tonight. In fourth, Philip Manzo, who we had on the podcast last week, running strong with that fourth place finish. In fifth, Sean Carmody. Sixth, Cody Leland. In seventh, Josh Laston. Eighth, Justin Edwards. And in ninth, David DeParison. In 10th, Mike Wisniewski.
Then 11th is Chris Oliver, who ran really strong and then just had tough luck there at the end. Joshua Mays wound up 12th. 13th was Nick Adams. Golly, can you believe that Nick Adams ended up 13th? Tom Stevens was a lap down. D.W. Wright was 2 laps down. Gene Watkinson, I cannot speak tonight, was 9 laps down. The newcomer, Daniel Quizno, was 18 laps down, finished 17th. Blake Ziti was 18th. And right behind him, the last guy who got the DQ, John Gordon, finished 19th tonight.
I got to know, man. Did you say newcomer?
Yeah, newcomer.
What is that?
Cumbersome, you know? I have become cumbersome. Newcomer.
Hey, if you think that's
I just feel weird saying newcomer.
I see it now. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? I ain't got nothing to say on that one, man. Hey,
I know.
With that being said, hey, tomorrow night the podcast is going to be an absolute blast. So don't miss it. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. GFM is going to delve into everything IVRL, AOLL. Again, special guest Ira Kohaas from the IVRL. He'll be on 8 to 8:30, and then we're going to talk TNT from 8:30 till about 9ish. Guest is to be determined. Again, I think after this finish, it solidified who I wanted to invite. So I think we'll get the green light from the team on that one. And then Johnny Downey is going to join us for the Truck Series. as well as the
Cup.
The cups. So,
And hey, folks, you do not want to miss this week. This is going to be an epic show for sure because the IVRL race on Tuesday was, let's just say, chaotic at the least. And then you had tonight's pandemonium breaking loose all over the place with a whole team of guys going every which way. So we're going to have a great night of talking. I mean, we've got Ira Kohlhaas, who runs the number 29 Pepsi car, and we haven't talked to him, and that's going to be a great interview as well because he is teammates with Brandon Massey, who runs the Mountain Dew car. And I believe that Ira Kohlhaas was the one that got the Pepsi sponsorship on those cars. So we'll get to talk to him. So the IVRL butt kicker guys will be in the house, and then we'll have all these guys tonight in the house as well.
Absolutely. And then again, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Catch Carl and Josh on the call for the AOL Cup Series. 125 laps around Texas Motor Speedway at night. So should be an absolute blast. And then the IVRL continues their series on Tuesday night. What time do you guys kick off, Randy?
Generally, it's right around 6:40, right around there. We usually kick on. We start kicking off something between 6:40 and 6:45.
Perfect. And then we should be back Wednesday for the Truck Series. We've missed the last 2 weeks, which is they've been good races, so I hope we don't miss this one. But we should be back for the Truck Series on Wednesday, and then we do it all over again with the TNT Series. So,
yep, same bat time, same bat channel. Does say.
Hey, and we hope to see
don't
you
even
guys.
Remember that, dude.
No. Hey, but we hope to see you guys tomorrow night for the podcast. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Catch it, man. This is going to be a wild one. It's going to be a fun one.
Absolutely. So we'll check out of here. You've been watching the Ghostfire Media Network. Myself, Randy Pepper, and Larry Patrick. We'll see you tomorrow night. And we're going to check out of here. So long